in the starter collection. It is what it is.
So you don't even know what it is, you just got it on.
Yes, sir.
Boy, you are special over there. That's the back of the crayon box right there. All right, let's get it started with the front of the line, my Cowboys, where Dak Prescott's still rehabbing his throwing shoulder. And the Cowboys have him on a pitch count. What? Wrong sport. And there haven't been any setbacks in his rehab. Listen to me, Acho, but Dak said he plans to get another MRI when the team returns to Dallas this weekend. The Cowboys tweeted out the MRI news yesterday with the caption, "It's not a setback. Don't call it a setback. I've been here for years." Not a reason to worry, y'all. Come on. So, Acho, is it a big deal or no deal that Dak is getting another MRI on his shoulder?
Fellas, ladies, gents, boys, girls, come all to the table and let's talk. It's a huge deal that Dak is getting another MRI. I've had so many MRIs that I should own a machine.
Mr. I.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. I've had so many MRIs that I should own the machine, and I know it's a huge deal because it tells me one of three things are true.
Let's go three.
The first option for Dak still getting an MRI is there's clearly still something going on, because you don't get an MRI if you healthy. I've had a lot of MRIs. I've never gotten an MRI when I felt great. You don't go to the MRI or inside of the MRI machine proactively. That is number one. Number two, he's getting another MRI because they may have misconstrued the original injury. They may have misjudged it. We thought it was this, it's actually that. We thought it was that, it's actually this. If you've ever been in an MRI machine, it gets imaging of the area in which it desires. However, if they want imaging of a different area, they might have you rotate a little bit differently so that they can see another desired area. So maybe they have misconstrued the injury. Or number three, maybe they misjudged it, and it's actually worse than they thought. Because you could also get an MRI to once again reclassify or recalculate the depth of the injury. So it's one of three things, but it is one of three things.
That's it.
That's it. It's either A, that Dak is still hurt. It's the only reason you don't get an MRI in the first place. B, it's not exactly what we thought it was. So although we thought it was A, it's actually B. We thought it was B, it's actually C. Or the other option of which it could be, the injury is worse than we thought. But either way, that spells trouble for them Cowboys.
Okay. I knew you were going to go some of those places. You took me a lot of places, and I'm glad I'm here. Because now I could call an Uber and go back to where I should go, which is the real take, which is the real response to this. This is no big deal, big dog. I want you to remember who Dak Prescott is.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Or was.
We doing this already? Okay. Was. All right, who he was a fourth rounder who was thrust into a franchise quarterback position as a rookie and won 13 games.
He did.
Acho, remind the people out there, without saying a word, this is just me talking, remind the people how hard it is just to be in the NFL, let alone to be a starter in the NFL, let alone to be that dude, not just me, that dude in the NFL, and Dak did that immediately. Okay, respect to Dak Prescott in this mindset. Let's just go out there on a limb and say that Dak Prescott may approach the game different than we. Maybe approach the game even better than we did. Okay, you've had a lot of MRIs. I want to sit here and challenge you that I've had as many, if not more, MRIs than you. How many surgeries you had?
Like 4.
Oh, God, get out of here. Man, I had that in 1 year. Man, 4. I had that in a month.
But I had MRIs on things I didn't have surgery on.
Okay, me too. What, you think you the only one that the MRIs go to?
I'm at about 11 or 12.
Oh, man, holler when you got triple digits, big dog. I'm an OG with this. This is nothing to brag about. So I'm sitting here, and I was sitting here for a long time. Here's the thing. Dak is approaching the game in a way that I wish, with regret, that I approached the game. We all did it because something was hurt, right? You get an MRI, why? Because something's hurt. Now tell me what's wrong. After that, we go on our little protocol, or our little plan of health. We do our rehab, we feel good, and that's it. Did you ever double check your work? I take you to the University of Texas, as I take me back to Columbia University.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Who does want to go back to college? Nobody. But the point is, how many times, Acho, and don't you lie to me, big dog, did you turn in a paper, and then you get the paper back, and you got that slash on it? You got an A for content, but damn, the grammar, the logic, the rhetoric. Little red marker here, red marker. We're instead of were. Damn, there instead of there. Damn, you're sitting there like all I had to do was proofread. Dak is proofreading his work before he turns it in before the regular season. I know a lot of NFL players, I watch Speak for Yourself. They all sit up there and say, you only get an MRI when you're hurt, not when you're healthy. Dak is highly invested in his body. Second highest paid player in NFL history mindset is at play here. So now, Uber, take me back to where I belong.
So, the reason I don't believe your take is because you don't even believe it.
I do believe my take. I didn't live out my take, but I believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, what Marcellus Wiley wants you all and wants myself to believe is that of all the athletes in the history of athleticism, dating back to the old Olympiad all the way down to the Super Bowl and in the NBA, is that Dak Prescott is the one athlete that we know about who proactively chooses to sit in an MRI machine where you hear for 30 minutes the loudest screeching of screeches. The worst. And Dak is choosing to do that because he wants to double-check his work.
Yes.
Kevin Durant, maybe the greatest basketball player playing right now, he didn't double-check his work after his MRI and his Achilles, but Dak Prescott, the great Dak Prescott,
how do you know he didn't?
Wants to double-check his work.
Journalist up here or not? You gonna be up here being a hot take artist or not?
The only person that we know of modern times to have double-checked his work is Dak Prescott, is what you want me to believe.
Because he's on the most publicized team in the world outside of what? Man United or something like that. They can't sneeze in the Dallas Cowboys organization without the world saying, bless you. So, yeah, we're gonna know about it because it's Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. When the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl? When the last time the Cowboys have not been on any sports show? Think about it. We talk about them ad nauseum no matter what. This is going to get highlighted and exaggerated. Let me give it to you like this. I'm in the process of selling my house right now. Yeah, we'll see. Happy. But the point is, when you want to sell your house, you got people walking through there. There's open houses. Hey, somebody wants to holler at you off market. Hey, I'm the homie. You give me a homie discount. All that, right? And you can make a deal. But Acho, it's not a deal done until one dude comes through there with a protractor and talking about, I'm the inspector and I'm here for the inspection. He's coming in to make sure everything is as you say it is. Dak saying, I'm feeling fine. No pitch count. You saw him on Hard Knocks. I didn't. He was on Hard Knocks talking about no pitch count. Mad at. He came and laugh at Austin Powers jokes because he's waiting for the inspection. He feels great, but he wants to make sure structurally he is great.
So he knows he doesn't feel great, which is why they pulled him in the first place, because he had some arm soreness.
Stay with the timeline. That was then. Of course. Acho, right now, my shoulder is burning. Tomorrow, it'll be fine. But if I were in a position I had to perform using this shoulder, you think I would want to check it out again before I had to go out there and stress it?
No, because you know the mental dictates the physical. So if you physically are fine, why would you want to go mentally find out you might not be fine? If you're physically good, you good. You know how it goes in a game. You might not actually bodily, if they were to actually check everything going on with you, you might have some issues. But I was talking to a doctor, a graduate of UCLA the other day, and he was telling me, treat the symptoms. Don't treat what the numbers say. If there are no symptoms, there would be no treatment. But because there are symptoms, there is treatment. You out here ain't go to med school, ain't talk to no doctors, and you out here like, you know what? Dak's just trying to be proactive. Sal, you treat the symptoms.
Wow.
The only reason Dak getting treatment is because there are symptoms,
You need to sue your homie who just graduated UCLA?
No, he didn't just graduate.
Well, I don't know when. It sounds like he just graduated for malpractice and misinformation. You don't treat the symptoms. You treat the illness. Then you won't have any symptoms.
Same thing.
It ain't the same
the illness
thing,
and the symptoms are the same thing.
Boy, I don't know what school your boy went to, but he lied to you. I don't want to get the symptoms. Nighttime sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, so you can rest medicine. NyQuil ain't changing no cold. Give me the cold. I want the cold gone, not just the sniffles.
There's not even a cure for the cold.
Thank you. That's the point. But there is a cure for Dak Prescott and his shoulder, right? Knowing what's wrong. Knowing that this was this before and now is perfectly fine. You can go out there with a peace of mind. But you gave me my point that Helen and I already laughed at you. I wrote this down knowing Acho was going to go here, and Acho went there. Acho talking about the mind dictates the physical, right? The mental dictates the physical. Oh, Acho, mind over matter is a true statement. And that's why you want to make sure that his mentals are in the right place. Because Dak Prescott wants it so bad that even coaches saying, hey, even the GM is saying, hey, this dude is a hybrid between Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin in terms of willingness to do it all. We got to hold him back. We got to protect him from himself. Let me give it to you in story form, because mind over matter is true. And Dak wants it so bad that